Hi, everyone. Coach is here. If you have a question, raise your hand and I'll bring you into the room. Steph Bondi.
The sequence at the end of the third quarter, what happened there? Was that just a loss of concentration from RJ? And how big was that play in terms of momentum?
We're up 88-81 with a minute to go in the third. So, obviously, we didn't close the quarter the way we would have liked. And against a team like that, you got to play for 48 minutes. 1 minute, that game changed.
Steve Popper.
Hey, Tom, can you explain to us any of what seemed to be happening there in the fourth with Taj and Chris and Julius and you?
It's just a physical game. Guys get tangled up. It's part of the game.
Mark Berman.
Yeah, it just seemed that there was some tempers flaring. It looked like Chris and you were chatting a little bit. Also, what about, this is the first time you really faced a pretty big crowd. What do you think of the atmosphere?
Obviously it's good to see, the fans back in the buildings. It appears like it's starting to pick up, so it's always great to have that. And they're a terrific team. So, they have something to cheer about. And, it was a very competitive game until the fourth. So, but it was great to have fans back.
Mike Workenoff.
Tom, it seemed like an issue was the corner threes that they were able to generate. Why was that breakdown kind of just happening over and over for you guys tonight defensively?
Well, and again, it's, when you have a guy like Booker who is going to put enormous pressure on you, got to decide, what you're going to do. And anytime you put two on the ball, it's, you have to take care of the player and then the paint and then react out and cover the line. And, I want to get a look at them, and we probably could have closed a little bit harder than we did. But, I want to see that. And the same thing with Chris. Chris Paul is going to put a lot of pressure on you with the pick and roll. So, you have to give him a lot of attention as well. So, our defense, obviously, I thought for 3 quarters was pretty good. And, the fourth quarter, second half, wasn't as good as we would have liked. And, you can make a case that they're as good as anyone in the West. So we felt that we would have to play well for 48 minutes to win. And for 3 quarters, I thought we were pretty good.
Steph Bondi.
Did you understand why Chris Paul was going? It seemed like he was trying to talk to you after the Taj incident. Do you understand?
All part of the agreement. It's not, no big deal.
Mark Berman.
I don't know if we'll see you tomorrow, but this trip doesn't get that much easier with the Los Angeles games. How do you, view these two coming up?
I'm not worried about both of them. I'm just worried about the next one. So, I like these games for our team. I think it shows us where we are and the things we have to work on. And that old saying about iron sharpens iron. And so hopefully we can improve, and it'll help us down the road.
Last question, Steve Popper.
Hey, Tom, some of the guys had talked after the Denver game about wanting to throw a first punch today and getting out quickly. And I think you guys were down 21-8, I think 4 turnovers in the first 3 minutes, and came back from it. But what do you see in there at the beginning of these last 2 games maybe that's not right for you guys?
Well, you got to make shots, but I thought the first half was terrific. They're an excellent team. Obviously, they're a great team at home. They're a great team on the road. And I thought, we came back, finished the quarter strong, had a strong second quarter, and then played pretty well in the third all the way up to the last minute.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep.
Randall's here. If you have a question, raise your hand and I'll bring you into the room. Mike Workenoff.
Julius, these 2 games back to back after you guys have that strong start to the season, what do you make of them and coming in succession like this?
No, we played a poor second half. That was pretty much it. We went away from everything that We did. I made it successful in the first half, and I learned from it.
Steve Popper.
Please, that last seconds of the third quarter, last minute, really, things seem to get away pretty quickly. Usually, you guys in a timeout or end of quarter seem to recover, but never did today. Did you see it seem like that just turned it that end of the third quarter?
Yeah, huge momentum shift. To be up 7 and then be down 2 to start the fourth was big.
Steph Bondy.
Hey, Julius, things got chippy with you and Jay Crowder. From your vantage point, what happened with you two?
He's just a front runner, man. He didn't say a word in the first half. He didn't say a word in the first half. They was down, and then they started to make the game a little bit close, tied the game up or whatever it was. He finally got a stop on me, and he wanted to say something. So, that's just who he is. Everybody in the league knows that. But I'm not really worried about him.
Mark Berman.
Hey, Julius. What'd you make of the atmosphere tonight? It seemed like it was the largest crowd you guys have been in front of. Pretty loud, too.
Yeah, it was fun, man. I missed playing in front of crowds like this and, playing in front of fans like that. Even if it wasn't full capacity, I think it was 50%. I don't know what it was, but it was fun, man. It made the game a lot more fun, and I enjoyed it. So, hopefully we can get back to that soon.
Thank you, Julius.
Thank you, guys.
Taj Gibson's here. If you have a question, raise your hand and I'll bring you into the room. Steve Popper.
Hey, Taj, just I guess what did you see in that last minute of the third quarter, and how things seemed like frustration and everything got to you guys after that?
You gotta finish the third quarter strong. Gotta get back on defense. Gotta gang rebound. There's a little tricky plays late. I kind of lost the grip of it, but it's part of the game. I love how we played the first 3 quarters. Just got to tighten it up in the end of the third and start the fourth better.
Mark Berman.
It looked from the replays that you were looking at Chris Paul. It looked like you tried to knock him down. Did you accidentally bump into him?
It was a physical play. I talked to Chris. I know Chris. Like, when you play this game for so many years, blessed how I am blessed to be in this league for a long time. It's kind of like an everyday job. You know everybody on the job by first name. So it wasn't nothing personal. It was just this is competition. Knowing Chris for a long time, I talked to him after the game. Just being trying to be competitive. It was a stupid foul on my end. I got to do better, but yeah.
Steve Popper.
Hey, Taj, after the game, Chris had actually some nice words to say about your team, just saying the way you guys play every play, it's like a playoff game. These last 2 games obviously haven't gone at all the way you guys want, but are these tests helping you guys for that next step?
Yeah, without a question. You know what I'm saying? That's a good team over there. Got to give them their roses. That's a talented team. They kind of adjusted to the game, how we were playing, and they executed well. But these games are just testing us. Every game is a testament. You can't just sneak into the playoffs. We're playing some really good teams right now, and there's only going to make us better. But just got to get back to the drawing board, focus on what we need to do, our strengths. Just watch film, but I love our group. I love how resilient we are, and it's only going to make us better.
Thank you, Taj.